Hey, good morning, guys, or good evening, whichever it is for you. I'm just putting the links to the live stream now in the groups, in the Facebook and Patreon groups. Sorry, training to postpone contractions. There's that link in on Patreon. Boom. Patrons can see that. Facebookers can see that. And we are ready. Where's my tea? 1 sec. Wow. Officially 0 people. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to wait until people arrive, and then we'll get started. Today we won't do too much warming up because we're not going to be going deep into the breath holding timeline. Today we are really just going to be we're going to get straight into the exercise, straight into the workout. So our second person has arrived. Who have we got here? Who's joining us for today's workout here in what is what I'm calling USA prime time? Hey, I knew it! Bartosz is here. Oh, good stuff. You know, we were making Bartosz wake up at 2, 3 in the morning to to do a breath holding session. Hey, Marie. Good to see you here as well. Oh, good. So this is a good time for those in the US, correct? That's this will be around your kind of early evening, late afternoon, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, depending on which part of the country you're in. Yeah, cool. Hey, the best app near at 2 a.m. Yeah. All right, cool, guys. So today, what we are going to 6 p.m. Perfect. Today, we're going to get pretty much straight into things because we're not going to be going too deep. Sometimes you fall asleep during apnea, yeah. And then the apnea ends very suddenly, I bet. So we're not going to be going too deep into the breath holding timeline, right? Because we're literally doing a bunch of breath holds to the point of the first contraction, and then we're stopping. So I wanted to sort of talk to you guys about where your first contraction usually comes in, because that will help. Then we'll make an interval that works for all of us. Hey, Alex, how you doing, buddy? Alex is jumping in for the morning workout. So guys, when do you roughly get your first contraction or your first urge to breathe? When does that come in for you? Is it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? When are you experiencing that first urge to breathe? Matt gets it 2 minutes. Brandon 2:30 to 2. Yeah, okay, cool. 1:30. Cool. All right. Well, 1:30 and 2 minutes. Yep. Bartosz at 3 minutes. Okay, cool. Good. That's good. Okay, that's good. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we we'll go, no matter how much I train, always 120. Well, Alex, this workout we're doing today is specifically designed. I dropped out there for a little bit. I was connected to the wrong internet, so I hope you can see me now. Cool. All right. So this workout is designed to increase period of time before we get the urge to breathe. And we're going to do 10 breath holds in total, 4-minute intervals, except the first one we are at a 3-minute interval. And we're just going to get started. So I don't want to do any breathing today, anything like that. I just want us to warm up slowly as we do the breath holds, because there will be a fair few breath holds. And today your tool of the day, or the focus for the day, is going to be on stillness. So how stillness before the breath hold, like during the preparation breathing, and how stillness during the breath hold affects how long you can hold your breath for without getting an urge to breathe. All right, and I'll be talking and rambling about other stuff as we go on as well. So, there'll be that too. That's our main focus. Okay. Oh, my watch is already timing. Okay, guys, so let's get our nose clips on, if we have nose clips, or just into a nice comfortable position, laying down. And we all have 2 minutes to breathe. Good stuff. So this first warm up, or this first breath hold, it's just a warm up. It's just something that you ease into. Don't feel like you need to push it. This whole exercise, well, what am I saying? Don't feel like you need to push it. With this whole exercise, the second you get your first contraction, that's when you breathe. So in these 10 breath holds, you'll have a total of 10 contractions. We are going to the point where the urge to breathe begins, where we have a contraction, and then that's it. That's when we stop. And what we're teaching our body to do is we're teaching our body to elongate the time before those contractions begin. And we're using stillness and deeper levels of relaxation and control over our body to achieve that goal. All right, so just tidal breathing now. That's been 1 minute. Being totally still in the body. "30 seconds. So we're not going to be doing any hyperventilation for the first one. Just keep tidal breathing. We'll start our hyperventilation on the next one. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, getting ready for your final breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. And begin. Totally relaxed. I often feel a little bit strange and tense during my first warm-up breath hold of the day. So if you do feel any weird sensations, you just acknowledge that as part of your body, stretching out a little bit with the final breath. You just acknowledge that as a part of your body shifting in breath holding mode. It's nothing. I think weird sensations with breath holding tend to have a strong negative impact on the mind. But if we have a context for those negative sensations, and it's much easier to deal with those. So that's been 1 minute already. First one going at a 3-minute interval. We're only holding our breath until the first urge to breathe begins, until the first contraction, and then we start breathing. I'd like you guys to note the time when you got your first contraction here in the beginning, and we'll see how big the shift was towards the end. That's 1 minute 30 towards the 10th breath hold. $1:45. That's 2 minutes. (2:15). So we will start hyperventilating on this next breath hold. So we'll take our 3 hyperventilation breaths when I say 30 seconds. And 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, getting ready for that final breath. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final breath. Going at a 4-minute interval now. Try not to use the how you felt in that first breath hold as an indication for how you can perform over the rest of the exercise. I promise you there'll be a very big dramatic change over when you get the urge to breathe between this first breath hold and then the last one. That's 1 minute now. One 30. One 45. That's 2 minutes. (2:15). Only going to the point of the first contraction. 2:30. 2:45. And that is now 3 minutes. So there's 1 minute to breathe before the next one. 1 minute to breathe. As we get into this third breath hold, I want us to shift our attention down to relaxing that stomach and that diaphragm. I have some fun news for you guys for our Wednesday workout as well. All right, that's 30 seconds till the next one. So start hyperventilating. (20 seconds). 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, One full breath. If you want to do some packing, the packing workshop, and you know how to do that. Let's shift our mind down into our stomach, making sure our stomach is totally relaxed and engaged. Making sure the diaphragm underneath is also totally relaxed and disengaged. Moving the mind up through the rib cage, making sure the intercostal muscles are relaxed, making sure our stomach is allowed to pop out just a little bit. Our chest is relaxed as well. No tension in the shoulders or the neck from the final breath. Moving the mind around to the back, to the shoulder blades, making sure our shoulder blades are totally relaxed. It's been 1 minute now. The muscles along our spine are totally relaxed. The muscles in our throat are relaxed. We shift our mind's eye, shift our attention down to our stomach, making sure that diaphragm is totally disengaged, making sure the stomach in front of it is totally relaxed. No tension whatsoever. If the contractions try or begin to roll through, postpone them, we push them away. 1 minute 30 by enforcing a relaxation on the stomach and diaphragm, not letting them tense up with the contractions. That's 1:45. That's 2 minutes. That's 2:15. That's 2:30. $2:45. And that's now 3 minutes. 1 minute to breathe before the next one. Trying to remain as still as possible during our relaxation phases and trying to remain as still as possible during the breath holds themselves. 30 seconds, start hyperventilating. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. And we begin. Moving the mind down to the stomach. Making sure that stomach, that diaphragm is totally relaxed. Holding no tension there whatsoever. No tension in our intercostals. Our stomach is allowed to flop out just a little bit. No tension whatsoever in our chest. None at all in our shoulders. None in the back of our neck. None, no tension in our shoulder blades. The back is totally relaxed. Let's move the mind back to the stomach now, making sure our stomach and diaphragm, that's been 1 minute, are totally disengaged, totally relaxed, totally disengaged. And if we do feel that slight tension building up in our stomach and diaphragm, if we do feel that, we relax that area. We make it relax, and we postpone the contractions. That's been 1 minute 30. That's 1:45. That's 2 minutes. That's 2:15. That's 2:30. $2:45. And that's 3 minutes now. So 1 minute to breathe before the next one. Remaining totally still in between the breath holds. And now we shall begin our hyperventilation. That's been 30 seconds. 3 deep breaths. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and taking our final breath. Nice and full. Packing a little bit if you want to as well, getting used to some packing. Good. The mind moves immediately down to our stomach, immediately down to our diaphragm. We make sure that after we took that big final breath, that we're able to relax everything, and that our stomach can just pop out slightly. The muscles around our back, below the diaphragm, are also disengaged and relaxed. And we are completely still. The muscles in our upper back, around our shoulder blades, along our spine, are totally disengaged and relaxed. And we are completely still. That's been 1 minute already. The muscles in the back of the neck, the shoulders, the front of the chest, everything is disengaged and relaxed. Let's bring our mind to our stomach again, because the moment that we feel any kind of building tension, the moment that we feel a contraction starting to come through or an urge to breathe wanting to begin, we relax that stomach. We make the muscles in the stomach and the diaphragm relax. That's been 1 minute 30. And we watch as the contractions and the urge to breathe go away momentarily. And when they inevitably come back, we do the same thing again. That's 1:45. That's been 2 minutes. That's 2:15. That's 2:30. Going until we have our first contraction or our first urge to breathe. We start to breathe again. That's 2:45. And that's 3 minutes and 1 minute to breathe before the next one. So that was the 5th breath hold. So halfway through. So now it'll be interesting to see towards the end just what a difference we can make with our relaxation after having warmed the body up into breath holding, and see how long we can go without any contractions. All right, 30 seconds, begin hyperventilating. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Getting ready for a big final breath. Pack if you want to as well. 3, 2, 1, and full breath. And relax. Take the mind down to the stomach. Let the stomach pop out. Relax that diaphragm. Make sure your hips, make sure your groin, make sure your bum is relaxed. That big area where your spine intersects. Make sure we're not holding any tension down there. Make sure we're not holding any tension down in our hips and our groin on both sides. Move the mind down to the legs. Make sure our quadriceps, our hamstrings, all of our thigh, make sure it's disengaged and relaxed. Make sure our knees are as well. Make sure that our knees are just sinking into the floor, that there's no tension. It's been 1 minute. Make sure there's no tension in our calves, in our lower leg, in our ankles, our Achilles, all through our feet and our toes. Make sure there's no tension there. And if there is, just shake it out. Move your mind back to your stomach. Make sure that diaphragm is totally disengaged and relaxed. Make sure the intercostals are relaxed as well. That's been 1 minute 30. $1:45. If we feel the urge to breathe coming, if we feel a contraction wanting to start, we enforce a relaxation on it. That's 2 minutes. That's 2:15. That's 2 minutes 30. Use your relaxation to postpone the contractions. 2:45. And that is 3 minutes. You have 1 minute to breathe before the next one. Remaining completely still while we're breathing. We're not moving, we're not scratching, we're not twitching, we're just being still. That's 3 minutes 30. So you have 30 seconds to breathe. We are hyperventilating now. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. A little bit of packing if you want. And then immediately we are totally still. We are totally relaxed. Make sure that stomach is disengaged. Make sure that diaphragm is relaxed. Make sure your lower stomach is also relaxed. Make sure your belly can just pop out a little bit. And we are remaining totally still. No need to move right now. Stillness and relaxation. It's been over 1 minute now. Let's move our mind to our stomach and our diaphragm. Move your mind to intercostals. Make sure everything is disengaged. Make sure we're not holding any tension there. If a contraction tries to begin, if you feel that area start to tense up, make it relax. Enforce the relaxation. Postpone the contraction. That's 1 minute 30. Our mind is still in our stomach. We are thinking about postponing our contractions. We are relaxing and disengaging our diaphragm. It's 1:45. That's 2 minutes now. If we are breathing, we're trying to remain as absolutely still as possible. That's 2:15. The mind is in the stomach. The mind is in the diaphragm. The mind is in the intercostals. And all of it is totally still. All of it is totally relaxed. And the moment there is tension there, we relax that tension. We move the diaphragm. So we move the contractions away. It's been 2:38. That's 2:45. And that is now 3 minutes. 1 minute to breathe before the next one. 1 minute to breathe. Remaining as still as we can. Focusing on being still, letting our body just breathe naturally. "30 seconds. Our hyperventilation begins. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, getting ready for the final breath. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. A little bit of packing if you want to as well. Nice and full. Inhaling as deeply as you can without losing any of that relaxation. The mind is in the stomach. The mind is in the diaphragm, the intercostals. The whole area is totally disengaged and totally relaxed. Move the mind up through the intercostals to the chest. Make sure that everything in our upper chest is totally disengaged and relaxed. We haven't held on to any tension whatsoever from that final breath. The shoulders as well are disengaged and relaxed. No tension whatsoever. And so is the back of the neck. The back of the neck is totally relaxed. Head falls into the floor. It's been 1 minute. Mind goes back to the stomach, making sure that we are holding no tension, making sure that we haven't let any creep up. The stomach is disengaged. We allow it to pop out slightly. The diaphragm is disengaged. The intercostals are disengaged. If we start to feel any tension building up in that area, we release it again and make the contractions go away. That's been 1 minute 30. That's 1:45. Keep the mind in your respiratory muscles. Keep the mind in your stomach, your diaphragm, your intercostals. Making sure we don't let any tension build up there. That's been 2 minutes. $2:15. $2:30. Totally relaxed in the stomach and the diaphragm. And if we're breathing, we are breathing. 2:45. If we're breathing, we are being really still. We're allowing our body's natural rhythm, our tidal breathing to take over, and we are focused on total stillness. That's 3 minutes. 1 minute to breathe. There's 2 more to go. $3:15. $3:30. So 30 seconds to go. We begin our hyperventilation. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. Packing if you want to. And then we are totally still and totally relaxed. Everything is disengaged. Mind is in the stomach and the diaphragm. Intercostals as well. And they're all loose. They're as loose as they can be. They're as relaxed and disengaged as they can be. And now our hips as well. Making sure our groin and our hips and our lower back where our spine intersects with the bottom half of our body is all disengaged and relaxed. No tension there whatsoever. Down the legs as well. our thighs, our hamstrings, our quadriceps, those are totally disengaged. We have no tension there at all. It's been 1 minute already. The knees are totally disengaged. They flop and sink into the floor. There's no tension there whatsoever. And there's no tension in our calves, no tension in the bottom part of our legs, anything below the knee, no tension in our ankles, no tension in our Achilles, no tension in our feet, the bottom of our feet, no tension in the toes. Everything is limp, loose, and relaxed. It's been 1 minute 30. Bring the mind back to the stomach, bring the mind to those respiratory muscles, the stomach, the diaphragm, the intercostals, making sure that everything is totally relaxed. We use the relaxation to keep the contractions away. 145. If we feel those muscles, if we feel that area becoming a little bit tense, starting to tense up or engage, in 2 minutes, we force the relaxation down there and make the contractions go away. That's 2:15. That's 2:30. Mind is in the stomach, the intercostals, the diaphragm, relaxing everything. If we're breathing, we are being totally still, getting ready for our last breath hold. Still as we can be, 2:45. That's 3 minutes, 1 minute to breathe before the next one. Anyone is still going? It's been 3:10. 3:15. 3:20. 3:25. And 3:30. 30 seconds, so start our hyperventilation. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Nice big final breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath. A little bit of packing if you want to as well. Full. We pause at the end and settle into our breath hold. And we start with the mind up in the upper chest. We make sure that we relax that upper chest. We've held onto no tension whatsoever from the final breath. And we relax the shoulders as well, because sometimes the shoulders can get tense with the final breath. And we move the mind down through our intercostal muscles, and we make sure we really relax those intercostal muscles. We make sure we really relax that stomach. We make sure we really relax our diaphragm below the stomach. Everything is disengaged. Everything is relaxed. We're totally still. It's been 1 minute. 1 minute. Keep the mind in the stomach, in the diaphragm, in the intercostals. Make sure there's no tension. Make sure we leave it loose. Make sure we let the stomach pop down, pop open, pop forward a little bit. If we start to feel any tension whatsoever, any tightening of those muscles, we relax them. We make them relax. It's been 1:30. $145. Make sure the stomach is relaxed. Keep the mind in the diaphragm. 2 minutes. Don't let any tension creep up. When the tension begins, when you start to feel a tightening in that area, you make it relax. Push the contractions away. 2:15. $2.30. 2:40. 2:50. 3 minutes. 3:10. 3:20. 3:30. 3:40. 3:50. 3:55. And that has been 4 minutes. Woo! Good work, guys. Very, very nice. All right, how did we go? Where in the first few breath holds, where are we getting your first contraction? Towards the end, where you get them? I very quickly have to do a very quick wee. Write your times. I'll be about 30 seconds. I'll be back. I've had a big wee building up. Classic morning, Adam. All right. Whew. Okay. Hello. I was sitting there doing the timing, and I was drinking my tea, and then like after like 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh, Adam, rookie error, drinking too much tea." Okay. Where are we? Brandon, 2:15 without the hyperventilation, so the first one, yeah, and then 2:55 with it. Today, fantastic. That's nearly fell asleep multiple times. It's the MDR and thinking about the breath holding for sure. Good. First one, 110. The last one, 134. Fantastic, Marie. Really, really good. Did anyone else get the point to the relaxation? Feel like they couldn't feel their body anymore? Yeah, good. But yes, fell asleep again. Bartosz, this is the prime time for you. So hey, on Wednesday we're gonna do this with Zoom. So we're all gonna, see each other and have screens. I did on the weekend. I didn't really know how to use Zoom, so on the weekend I actually taught like a remote freediving course, and we used like your standard level 1 thing. And I used Zoom for it, and it was really cool. It was really interesting, and everyone really liked it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the next one is Wednesday 5 p.m. So at 4:30, even the dog was snoring. Yeah. Bartosz, you fall asleep. So at 4:30, it's like half an hour before we start, I'm going to put the links around. Because I think you have to, if you don't have Zoom, you have to like download it and make like an account and all that kind of jazz. So obviously it'll give you time to do that. And then we can Zoom and see each other, because that would be great. Anyway, did anyone have any questions about that kind of drill? Because that drill is a pretty important one. And one that I think we will start to do more often, because I think that there's a lot of us that would like to get the urge to breathe later. In fact, when I was looking at those times, I was like, for example, even Bartosz is getting the urge to breathe at 3 minutes and then going towards 5 minutes. I would like Bartosz's urge to breathe to be at least 3:30, for him to then feel comfortable to really start progressing into that 5-minute territory, if that makes sense. And like, you know what I mean? So like all of us have a lot of room to all of us have a lot of room to grow in that, like where we get the urge to breathe, because ideally we don't want to be having the urge to breathe for too long, Sachin just said 145 to 215. That's really good, Sachin. That's really good. Sachin, just out of curiosity, let me scroll up. You said you usually get the urge to breathe at 1:30 to 2 minutes. Yes, cool. So with Sachin, was that the longest period of time you've ever done a breath hold for without experiencing the urge to breathe? Just beware the call cuts off after an hour if you don't pay for the premium. Well, then we'll pay for premium. When I did it the other day, and I did not pay for premium, it worked. It just kept going. I don't know. Maybe it's like a just starting out promo thing. But I'll get the premium anyway, so I'll sort that out. Cool, guys. All right. Well, unless there's anything else. Sachin. Is that the longest period of time you have not had the urge to breathe for? Is that the longest period of time you've held your breath for without experiencing a contraction? Because if that is the case, then I'm a coaching genius. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Long. Oh, well, I'm still like. Still coaching genius, all right? 2 weeks back while training with you. Okay, cool. I think, a lot of times, especially when we're doing the big holds, we are engaging the MDR a lot stronger. Can you quickly demonstrate how you teach the monofin on land? Brandon, you've seen how I teach monofin on land, and everyone knows that I start just getting in the air and I just start thrusting with my hips. That's how you teach the monofin on land. Right, beautiful people. Wait, you actually have to, hold on. If you actually have to do a monofin presentation, let me know. Or if we are talking about lovemaking and this is all a big joke, then I can show you that too, I suppose. But I wouldn't say I'm an expert. All right, guys. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. I think it will be fun to see everyone, for all of us to see each other. I'll see you then. Well, I'll put the links up half an hour before, so we will have time to get ready for it. Have a really great week. Have a great Monday. And I will speak to you. I'll speak to you very, very soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. Brandon has been Brandon has been smoking something today. All right, have a fantastic day, guys, or evening or night, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.